Hello class, we're going to briefly review mean, median, and mode, max, min, and range today. And I'm going to talk briefly about some real-life examples before we get into the math for each type of problem. First is mean. Remember, mean or average is important, especially like in sports. Coaches use averages to determine how well a player is performing or how well a player is performing against other players. For example, in basketball, a general manager who is the person that is in charge of hiring and firing players and doing trades, may look at other players in the league. The information on this card shows the top 5 players in the league at the time this was taken, with Kobe Bryant at 28 points, all the way down to the 5th best in the league, which is still pretty awesome, is Russell Westbrook at 23 points. Remember, when we're finding averages, we're going to add up all the numbers and then divide by how many we have. Here we have 5 players, so we're going to divide by 5. So why don't you add these up in your calculator? Pause the video and then come back. When I added it up, I got 130 total points, but we need to divide that by 5. When we divide 130 by 5, we get 26 points per game. So that's our mean. What is our maximum number of points? That's the player that scored the largest. Well, luckily for us, this list is already in order from most points to least points in the top 5. And so max would be Kobe's at 28. Out of the top 5, who scored the least points per game? That's right, Russell Westbrook scored 23 points per game. Now we need to calculate range. Now this isn't range of all the players in the NBA or all the players on one team. This is just the range of the top 5. Yep, we need to take max minus min. Sometimes we write min first. Sometimes we write max first. Regardless, you need to take the maximum number, which will be the biggest number, minus the minimum number, which is the smallest. So here we'll take what 2 numbers? That's right, 28 minus 26 or 23. Max minus min, 23. That gives us a range of 5. That means if the point spread between the player that scores the largest average and the player that scores the 5th largest average is only 5 points, which doesn't seem like a lot. Next, we're going to talk about median in real life. Median is used in economics. For example, the U.S. Census Bureau takes a census every 10 years. This year, 2020, a census is due. We won't get the information from this census probably for about another 3 or 4 years. So we're going to look at a previous census. When they look at median household income, remember, that's middle income. They take all the incomes in every single state and find out what the middle number is for each of those states. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median household income is defined as the amount which divides the income distribution into 2 equal groups. Half of the group income is above a certain amount, half of the income is below a certain amount. Based on this information, let's look at some of the states that surround Minnesota and find out what the median income is for this region right here on the map. Remember our visual examples from our notes. Median is middle, so first we have to line things up from smallest all the way to largest and then find that middle income. These are big numbers, so I'm going to start with the ones right here. It looks like I have 1s and 6s and 5s. The biggest 6 is 68, so I'm going to say that's the largest, and 63 is the second largest. I better cross these off, otherwise I'm going to forget that I moved them. Oops. Oh, there's another 63. I better move that too. So let's double check. 63, 400, 63, 500. Yep. All right, what would come first? 59, 56, or 58? 56 is the smallest. I'll bring it down over here for right now. Followed by 58. Followed by 59. Let's make sure that I have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double check that they're in order from smallest to largest again. 56, 58, 59, 63, 4, 63, 5, 68. Alright, let's cross off left and then right. Find in the middle number, find in the middle number, find in the middle number. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Uh-oh, I have 2 middle numbers. What do I do with these 2 numbers? That's right, I find the average of these two. I need to ask myself, what's halfway between 59 and 63? Because these numbers are so big, I'm going to need to add them up and divide by 2, because I can't mentally do that in my head. Please pause the video and put this into your calculator. I got a big number. I got $122,682 when I added these two up. When I divide it by 2, I get our median, our middle number, of 61,341. So within this Midwestern region, states surrounding or near Minnesota, the median is 61,000. What's the maximum? That's right, that comes from Minnesota. The maximum average salary, according to the census, is 68,411. The minimum, which comes from South Dakota, is 56,499. How do we calculate range? That's right, we need to take maximum minus minimum, largest minus smallest. When I do, I find out that the difference between the largest and smallest is only about $12,000. Not bad when we're comparing 6 states, with great differences in population size. Lastly, today we're going to look at mode. Now, mode can be very beneficial if you were a store manager, let's say at a shoe store. For example, you wouldn't see size 17 shoes a lot on the floor. People aren't going to come in for 17s, so you might not carry them. Or if you do, you might only carry 1 or 2 17s and maybe not every style. Why? Because very few people have a size 17 shoe. Therefore, the store manager may look at the data and determine which shoe sizes are sold the most. Managers would want to stock the floor with the best-selling shoes, because remember, their goal isn't to get shoes for you, but it's to sell the most shoes. So, at a previous time, I interviewed a first-hour class, and I found the following shoe sizes. If we're going to calculate mode, like median, we need to put these in order from smallest to largest, and then find which one appears that's right, the most. M-O, M-O, mode is most. Alright, so we need to take 4, followed by 5, followed by 7. Don't want to get confused as I get into double digits, so I'm going to cross these off. You should cross yours off too. What comes next? 11. Nope, it's 10. Followed by 10. Don't want to confuse which 10s have done. Then 11 and 13. So what appears the most? There's only one of these and one of those. It looks like I have 2 10s and 2 11s. There's a tie for mode, so we need to include both 10 and 11. Now what's our minimum number? Our minimum is 4. Our maximum is 13. Now be careful when you calculate range. It's not always first minus second. Range is going to be maximum minus minimum. So 13 minus 4. Put that into your calculator, please. For range, I got 9. That means we're looking at about 9 different shoe sizes between the smallest shoe size that my first hour class is and the largest shoe size. So I want to put 9 here on range. Thanks and have a good day.